So today we're going to go over the electron configuration practice sheet number 2. Okay, so hopefully you found number 1 to be fairly easy to go through, and this one is going to be no different than that. So we're going to go ahead and start right off with our first question, and we have in the space below, write the unabbreviated, so not the abbreviated, the unabbreviated, the full electron configuration for the following elements. So we're going to have sodium. Now, one of the first things that I like to do is, again, go to the periodic table, find sodium. It's not S, so well, here it is, Na, sodium. It is 11. So if I go back to this, I sometimes just go ahead and I put in 11 because I know that's what the atomic number is. So I'm going to go ahead and write it out, and there's lots of different ways we can do it. We know we have to get to 11. Again, I can do it from the periodic table. And notice that if I do it from the periodic table, I'm going to do 1s1 and 2. So 1s2. 2s1 and 2. So 2s2. 2p6, there's 6 elements there. And then it's going to be 3s1. Okay. Or I can go ahead and go to where it talks about it in the packet, somewhere near the middle. And we notice that we're going to get to 11. So I have 1s2, there's 2, 2s2, now I'm at 4, 2p6, I'm at 10, and then I'm going to be 3s1. Okay, I didn't get all the way through it, so I stopped with 3s1. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to this. So now we're going to do 1s, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in there. We know that 1s2. Now again, how did I get the superscript? I held down Control and hit the greater than symbol. But I do have to go back down with it. Space. Then we said 2s. Do the same thing. 2. Then I got to hold it down again and do greater than again to get it back down. And then we're going to do 2p. Control greater than 6. Control greater than space. 2p6. I'm at 10 now. So I know that the next one after this, again, if I go back to here, 2p6 is 3s. So I'm going to put 3s, and then I'm going to control, but I only need 1 to get my 11 and 1. Okay. I know for me personally, I like to make sure that they are italicized because that's just the way I am. Okay, so there is our full electron configuration for sodium. So let's go ahead and look at iron. Iron, again, if I go to our periodic table, you'll notice that iron is right here. It is Fe, so it's 26. We need to get to 26. So I'm going to go ahead, and I know that I have 26 is my number that I'm going to get to. Okay, and so if we do the pattern, again, get down 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, and I think we have to stop right there, okay, because it's not going all the way through 10. So let's go back up and look at our periodic table. Now again, I love the periodic table because of the way that it does it. So we're going to do 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, and now we're going to do the d's. Remember, the d's are 1 less, so this is not going to be 4d. This is going to be 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to end with 3d6. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back with this. So I know that we're going to do 1s2, and I'm just going to, as I do this, I know that I'm going to already italicize it. Space 2s2 space 2p6 space 3s2 space 3p6 space 4s2 space 3d, and what was that number again? Okay, so again, 4s2, 3d, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3d, 6. Okay, so we're going to put a 6. Now we have to make all of these superscripts. Remember, those are superscripts. So I'm going to go back, and again, I'm going to highlight it and then hold down the control button and greater than. And again, I think this is faster than doing it the other way. Okay, yes, you are going to have to do that. You just can't leave it the way it was before. So now how do we double check? Let's do our 26. We count up the superscripts, remember that. So all these ones here at the top, so 2, 2, 6 is 4. And then I'm just going to jump. I'm doing 6 plus 2 and 2 is another 10. So I'm at 20. And then I have 3d6. My last question is it one of the exceptions of the off-ball principle? Well, remember, the off-ball principle tells us if it's D4 or D9. Well, it's not D4 or D9, so we leave it just the way that it is. That is the one that's the best one. So let's go ahead and do the next few here. Okay, bromine. Bromine, we go to our periodic table. Bromine is right here. So bromine has a 35. Okay. Now I know that bromine it's in period 4, so it's going to be 4p 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 35, P5. Okay, let's go back to our packet. So I'm going to copy all of this ones right here, just because I think it's a little bit easier. I'm going to paste, and I remember what we said it was 35 is the atomic number, but I got to change this to a 10. Then we're going to go back down, and then we're going to do 4p. What was it? 4p5. Well, let's double check it. Oh, it never hurts to double check it. And again, this is 4, period 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 4p5. And then we're going to put a 5 up there. Now we're going to count this back up to see what we're at. So I got right here, I have from there back, I have 10. I have 10 more from there back, so I'm at 20. Plus this is 30 and the 5, so I'm at 35. Hey, look at that, works out. Okay, now we're going to do barium. Okay, now barium, we're going to periodic table. Barium is right over here in column 2. It is 56. Okay, now atomic number 56, which means it has 56 electrons. We'll go back to that, and I'm going to put in 56 right there. This is a long one. So we're going to go ahead and copy all of these ones right here. We're going to copy, and we're going to paste them in right there. And then we're going to go after that. Now the P changes to a 6. And we're going to do the rest. Let me go back to the periodic table. So I went through 4p6. So 4p6 is right here. And then we're going to go over here, and this will be 5s2. 4d all the way through here is 10. Back up to 5 for the p's, 5p6. And then it's going to be 6s2. Let's double check that for the make sure that we're there for as far as the other way to do it. Okay, because again, I like this one back here. It tells me exactly how to write it. Okay, and that's the nicest thing about this one, is it tells you exactly how to write it. So we're going to start off right up here. So we have 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, and then we're going to be 6s2. Now, if I counted those up, those should equal our 56. So let's go back and let's count them up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 6 is 10, 12, 18, 20, 30, 6, 38, 48, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Look at that, we're at 56. It's amazing how that works out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we've got to end up with, remember, we got to do the rest of them. So we're going to change the 4p6, and now we're at 5s2 space 4d10 space 5p6 space, and then we're going to be at 6s2. Okay, so let's go ahead and change these to superscripts. Again, how are we going to do that? Hold down the control button, greater than. Hold down the control button, greater than. Hold down the control button and greater than. And now we can go ahead and double check it again. So through here we have 10, 20, 30. Okay, then we have 40, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So there we go. There's our full one. Now let's go to Neptune. So Neptune, Neptunium. Where is Neptunium at? Okay, let's find it on our periodic table. I'm going to say that it's on one lot lower. Okay, and matter of fact, I'm going to have to put on my glasses to see this one. It's so small on there. Let's make that a little bit bigger for us. Now let's scroll down, right down here, Neptunium right there, 93. 93. Okay, so we know, again, where it's located. We know that this is F, and this is 4F14. So this is 5F, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5F4. Okay, 5F4. And notice that I do have this one right here, but I'm not over on these ones. So this has a glitch in it. So we'll tell you what that glitch is. So we said 93. 93, that's a big one. So with this one right here is everything through, okay, through 56. So I just got to go from 56 to 93. So let's go ahead and go back to this, our thing here, and I'm going to make this smaller just so we can look at it. So, all right, this was through 56. So now I'm going to do these D's right here. So it's 6S2, and then 5D10, and then 6P6, and then 7S2. Now this is where we're going at 7. Oh, I forgot one after that. I didn't do the rest of them. I did. I have to do the. See, this is where the packet helps us out at. The packet in the way to do it. It helps us with that little with how it's arranged here, because I do. Let me go back to this one. 6S2, and then we're going to do the F's. But remember, the S are two less, so 4F14 gets these ones right here. And then we go back up and do 5D10, 6P6, 7S2, and then here's the glitch. And then I do 6D1, and then I do 5F1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we do that. That shows you a little glitch, and I'll show you when we go ahead and do it in there. So again, let's go ahead and look at this. We said we know that it's a little glitch that's in the periodic table that we just have to deal with. So we'll scroll this down just a little bit and make it a little bit smaller. So we're going to do 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, 5p6, 6s2. Now we're through barium. And notice we jump down to, we do the F's, 4f14, 5d10, 6p6, 7s2. And now I just can't do my F's here because this is where the glitch is at. If I stop in either one of these two, I have to add the first one from the D orbital. So I have 6d1, and then I do 5f4, if you remember that. Okay, that's that little glitch. We don't do it too often because it only happens if we land in either one of these two F's, and those are the intertransition metals that are at the bottom of the periodic table. So let's go and go back to this one. So we're up to here. So I know that we're going to have to go back down, and we're just going to go add to this. So let's see if we can get it right this time by doing it. So after 6s2, okay, we have 4f14 space. Then we have 5d10. Then we have 6p6. And then we have 7s2. Here's the glitch. We're going to put the next one 6d1, and then we end up with 5f4. So let's go ahead and fix these, and then we'll add up and see if we did it right. So we're going to change that to a superscript, change this 10 to a superscript, change this one to a superscript, this one too, this one. Now this is not an exception, okay? This is not like the exception to the off-ball principle. This is just a glitch that's in it because that one element, even though it's part of the D's, has to come first before the F's, okay, if I end up in the F's. So let's go ahead and add these together. So here I have 10, 20, 30. I'm going to do 30, 40, 8, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 66 plus the 4 is 70, 80, and now I have this right here, this 6, and that is 90, and then I have 3, and I end up with 93. Woohoo, we did it right.